Hello and welcome to module number 2 of your Earn 10K coaching course. My name is Peter Scott. I am the founder of the Earn 100K coaching apprenticeship program. I am the creator of the Earn 10K coaching course, and I am the #1 best-selling author of the Fearless Mindset. I want to start by congratulating you. You invested a considerable amount of time to go through module number 1 of the Earn 10K coaching course. If you remember, module number 1 was all about clarifying your map, your hero's journey, the story about how you were able to go from the metaphorical prison you once were in to the metaphorical paradise that you're in today. And it helped you outline steps 3, 4, 5, however many steps it took to go from where you were to where you are now. Now, listen, I know that you may not feel like that map is perfectly articulated or clarified or detailed just yet. And a constant reminder I'm going to remind you of is that it takes time to do that. Okay, as long as you did the assignment and created a rough draft of version number 1, then you did what you needed to do to complete module number 1, and now you are watching exactly what you need to be watching, which is module number 2. Now, what are we going to do in this video today? Well, module number 2 is all about clarifying your tribe. What is your tribe? Well, your tribe is the group of people that you feel called to serve. And you may notice the type of language that I'm using, feeling called. What I mean by that is that I don't want you to just coach people because you think you can make a lot of money coaching them. I want you to coach people that you truly are passionate about serving, that align with your purpose in life. And in addition to that, I want you to make sure that they can invest and hire you as their coach, because remember, free advice is worth the price you pay. If you're offering your coaching for free, which it's okay, many of you start doing that, I want you to know that it's actually a disservice to your coaching clients. Now, I'll go into more detail of this in module number 4 of the training when we get into high converting sales strategies. But what we're going to discuss in this module is how to get crystal clear on your target client, your target demographic, or what I call your tribe. Now, let me share a story with you to illustrate why this is so important. When I started my coaching business, this was back in 2013. So in 2013, I started my coaching business. I wasn't really confident about what my message was. I wasn't really sure who I was going to serve. Obviously, over time, I became clearer and clearer on that, just like you will. But I made a huge mistake. And I'm shooting this module so that you don't make the same mistake that I made. Okay, and what that mistake was thinking that I could basically be everything to everyone, right? I was so passionate about being a coach that I wanted to be everything to everyone. Now, what's the problem with that? What do you think is the problem with that? Well, that's a recipe for disaster. And I say this with great love and respect for you, because you may be going through this. And if it is, that's okay, because I did it when I started my coaching business. So why is it a problem? Well, if you're not clear on a specific niche that you feel called to serve, and you share a message, maybe it's on social media, maybe it's to an email list, and you try to share this general message to everyone, well, then no one will listen. Why? Because it's not specific enough for somebody to think that you are talking to them. Okay? And that's what I did when I launched my coaching business. I was wanting to help entrepreneurs on fitness. I was wanting to help them on nutrition. I was going to help them on their relationship. I was going to help them build a business, even though I hadn't done it yet. I was going to help them master their goals and their habits and do all of these things. And I did that for about 6 months. And the feedback that I was getting from friends of mine that were really successful coaches were like, Peter, I love that you're getting clients and you're serving them, but I think that you're getting incremental results because I don't even know what the heck you're coaching people on. And when they asked me what I was coaching people on, I didn't really have an answer to that. So the purpose of this module is to help you clarify and niche down into who your target client is. Okay. Now know that this is going to take time to do. If at the end of this module you feel like you're not crystal clear, that's okay. Just like your map, just like everything that I share with you, the most important principle, and if you haven't written that down, is this: clarity is a result. It is not a requirement. Clarity is a result from you taking action, right? And making progress. As a result of taking action, even when you're not clear, that's how you become clear. So I invite you, instead of to sit on the sidelines of your life and of your business and wait for this magical clarity to come up, do the work required, just like you're doing in this video, and this will help you get a lot clearer, for sure, no question. And if you feel like you're still not as crystal clear as you want to be, then I invite you to still share your message, to still put yourself out there, to still start coaching people. And the reason is because you will turn around 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, and you don't even have the eyes to see what is possible for you. Okay? So clarity is a result, not a requirement. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to share the most important and quickest way for you to define who your tribe is, who your target client is. So I want to make sure you watch this module all the way till the end, because I'm not going to share that right now and then have you go think you're done, because there's a lot of work that has to be done. But at the end of this module, make sure to watch till the end. I'm going to share you the thing that within 10 seconds, you can literally clarify and define exactly who your client is in every single area. And then you can start searching for them online. And we'll talk about that in this module. So the assignment this week is to get clear on your tribe. And I'm going to actually walk you through the PDF, which contains a series of questions that asks you exactly what you need to do to clarify your tribe. So what I want you to do right now is pause this video. Okay, pause this video and scroll down the page below the video and find where you can download 2 different documents. Document number 1 is called My Tribe, and document number 2 is called My Tribe Completed, I believe. One of them is blank. It's just a series of questions, and that tribe document is for you. The other is a completed tribe document that I completed back in 2013 when I launched my coaching business. And I simply share that with you to give you an example. If you get confused or don't know how to answer a certain question, look at how I answered it, and don't copy those words, of course, because our tribes are very different, but model what I talked about, and that should help you clarify that question. So what I'm going to do right now is, again, remember, pause. I don't want you watching this entire video till the end and then going to sit down and actually do the work. The way this module is going to work is you're going to, as you go through and as you watch this, like you're doing right now, you're going to have the PDF up in front of you on your computer, and you're going to pause it as I go through question by question. And as I clarify how to answer a question, you're going to pause it, you're going to go write that down, and then come back to the video and keep watching and do that each question, so that by the time this module is over, you will have completed the tribe document. Now, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that you can see this. So when I share this screen, the document that I'm sharing right now is called My Tribe, the Action Guide. Okay, this is the blank one. This is one of the 2 documents that are below the video for you to download. So section number 1 of this training is to identify. We're going to identify who your tribe is, okay? And we're going to start at the top of, imagine a funnel, right? We're going to have a very wide top of that funnel, and we're going to get narrower and narrower and narrower until your niche comes out the bottom, okay? So question number 1 is this, is what is the primary dimension you are serving? What is the primary dimension you are serving in? Now, if you're a life coach, I get it. That can be a generalist approach. However, I invite you to find some specificity and get very strategic on what area of life you want to lead with. So you could address the physical area of life. That's your health, your fitness, your energy, your nutrition. That's physical, right? You could address the social. Social could be relationships. It could be love relationship with your wife or with your husband. It could be a relationship with your partner, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. It could be you seeking a love relationship. Maybe you're a relationship coach and you want to teach women how to find the man of their dreams, or you want to teach men how to find their sweetheart, or how to become the most attractive version of themselves. That goes under the social dimension, okay? And the third is financial, okay? Financial. That could be business coaching. It could be financial investing coaching, could be real estate coaching, could be all these different niches. But at a high level, when you think about the big three dimensions of your life, it's health, wealth, and relationships. Now, you may be coaching something outside of that. If you're a network marketer, maybe you're a Beachbody coach, an isogenics coach, an Advocare coach. Well, this training obviously is for you as well, because it's important for you to clarify who are the people that should be in your downline. Who are the people that want to build a successful home-based business, right, while getting in the best shape of their life. So something to consider there. And if it's something completely different than this, that's okay. Find that dimension. You know, there's coaches. I live in San Diego, California, which is almost like the mecca of coaches, it feels like. And there's like horse whispering coaches. There's literally everything. It's crazy, and it's needed. It's something that I believe in, because coaching is the most powerful force on earth. One of my good friends, Christian Michelson, says that, and he's a brilliant coach, very successful. And he always says, coaching is the most powerful force on earth. And I couldn't agree more. So what is your dimension? Go ahead and list that now. Second question is, what is the primary problem or challenge that you are solving in that dimension? Okay, why is it important to uncover the primary problem or challenge? Because you want to enter, and write this down, you want to enter the conversation that is already happening in your prospect's mind. Let me say that again. You want to enter the conversation that is already happening in your prospect's mind. So if your prospect is focused and the conversation in their mind is why they're not getting in the best shape of their life, and it's why they're not able to attract their love or save their marriage or make more money, then you need to be crystal clear on what that challenge is and what that problem is. Because when you start messaging, right, when you start writing posts and doing videos on social media, you want to talk about the problem and that specific challenge. Why? Because then the people who read those posts, the people who watch those videos are going to go, oh my gosh, you're talking to me. Like if I'm your audience and I watch your video and I say, oh my gosh, you are speaking to me. You literally like somehow know what's going on in my mind. That builds rapport. It builds trust. So you've got to clarify, what is the primary problem or challenge that you're solving? Okay. Number 3 is, what is the limiting belief connected to that problem? What is a limiting belief connected to that problem? I'll give you an example. Coaches, if you're in this course and you're a coach, and I coach coaches, right? I teach them how to earn their first $10,000. I teach them how to earn their first $100,000 in my high-level apprenticeship program. What the problem is that they are struggling in making the money that they want, right? I serve coaches who are struggling in making the impact and earning the income they desire. That's the problem, okay? The limiting belief, well, there's many, but one of them is I don't have enough experience to charge for my coaching. That's a huge limiting belief. And if you're battling with that, well, this course is going to help you with that. Another belief is I need to get more certifications. I need letters at the end of my name to be a great coach. Well, that's a bunch of bullshit, to be honest. You do not need that. Of course, I will help you clarify your hero's journey and your story to make sure what you are offering is of value. That's absolutely important. That is non-negotiable. However, you don't need letters at the end of your name to prove that. I've never had letters at the end of my name. Well, actually I have. I am Peter Scott IV, so I do have an IV, but I never went through a formal coaching certification program, and no one has ever asked me for my certifications, and I've earned easily over $300,000, more than that, in my coaching business. So I just want you to be aware of that. That's an example. What is the limiting belief connected to that problem? Okay, let's talk about health and fitness. If the problem is somebody is not making the time to be healthy, right? They're not making the time, not finding the time. You know, this is a health and fitness coach. You cannot find the time to work out. You've got to make the time. If that's the problem, then the limiting belief related to that is that my health is just not as important as my business, right? Or it's if I start prioritizing my health, then it takes me away from my business and I'm not as effective in that. Well, that's a huge limiting belief. Why is it important for you to know that as a coach? So that you can enter the conversation in your prospect's mind and you can help them reshape that limiting belief. Because if you don't break that belief and you get into an enrollment conversation, you offer your coaching, it doesn't matter how great your coaching seems to be. If their belief is they aren't worthy and they don't have the time and they can't find the time, then it doesn't matter how great of a coach you are, they won't hire you. So you need to address and shift their limiting beliefs. Question 4 is, what is the painful consequence of that problem? What is the painful consequence of that problem on the primary dimension? So if there's a problem, what is the consequence? What is that costing them? That's the question, right? So I always say in my enrollment conversations, listen, you just shared with me that you aren't confident in your message. You don't really know how to enroll people. I'm curious, how much is that costing you in your business? How much money do you think you have lost as a result of not having a coach who's helped you get clear on your message, find your tribe, and learn how to market on social media and then master enrollment? Clearly, I just that rolled off my tongue because I've said that thousands of times, right? So what is the painful consequence of the problem in that primary dimension? Go ahead and scroll down. Now, guys, remember, if you've watched this and heard me go through 4 questions, pause the video right now, stop it, go take that action guide, and then start answering these questions. Then come back and watch this video, okay? I don't want you watching this course for information. Information without implementation is useless, okay? Knowledge is not power. Knowledge that's applied is power. All right, let me get a sip of water here. Question number 5, what is the painful cascade effect on the other 2 dimensions? What do I mean by the painful cascade? I mean, how does that primary dimension, how does the problem in that dimension impact negatively the other dimensions? So for example, if you're a health and fitness coach, how is your client who is neglecting their health and fitness, how is that impacting their marriage, their sex life? How is that impacting their ability to think clearly, to have focus, to have the energy to create value in their business? How much is that costing them financially? If you're a coach and you're struggling financially, well, how is that affecting your relationships? How is that affecting your confidence? How is that affecting your spiritual path? Everything is interconnected, right? So you have positive interconnections and you have negative. If you get in the best shape of your life, then that has a ripple effect across these other areas in a positive way. If you struggle financially, well, you for sure know, and I know because I started struggling financially when I launched my coaching business, that absolutely had a painful cascade across other areas. So that's what I mean by that question. 6, what new problems have begun to show up in the other 2 dimensions as an effect of the cause of the primary problem? So again, how is this primary problem creating other problems in these other areas? And the reason why this is important for you to clarify is because as you write your copy, and remember, copy is basically written words, right? If you land on a sales page, when you started the Earn 10K coaching course, you bought the course, you invested in it through my sales page. All the words that are on that sales page are called sales copy. It's called copy, right? So when you write copy, if you want to enter the conversation in the prospect's mind, you really need to build the pain, right? You need to build the pain. And you can do this in conversation too. Maybe you're a Beachbody coach or a network marketer, and you're talking to someone who wants to start their own business from home, right? And they're a busy mom, and they're a stay-at-home mom, and they really are committed to do this. We'll talk about the problem of how they feel like they're not creating value in the world, why they feel bored at home, why they feel like they're not contributing. Whatever it is that they're feeling, talk to them about that and how that's affecting the other areas of their life. Okay. I hope you watching this are like really picking out the juicy nuggets here, because this stuff is gold. Okay. We talked about painful cascade. We're on question 7. Actually, I'm going to go like this so you can't look ahead. What are the current patterns that you observe that seem to keep the person experiencing the problem stuck and unable to solve the problem on their own? Hint, this is going to be likely the core pattern you are going to be addressing as a coach. So, for example, a core pattern that I see in coaches who are struggling financially is that they think they need to read more books, attend more events, do all these things before they can actually start charging for their coaching. And I will never discourage you from investing in yourself. I've invested over $150,000 in my personal growth in the last 5 years, literally $150,000. So I will never stop you from doing that. What I will stop you from doing is thinking you need to do that and then go to the next resource and the next resource and the next resource and the next resource. I do not want you to do that. I want you to apply what you've already learned. Okay, so that's a current pattern that keeps coaches stuck. Okay, another current pattern is the belief that they aren't worthy to charge. Here's a pattern. If you watching this are afraid to charge $500 a month for your coaching, or $1,000 a month, or $2,000 a month, whatever that number is, it's probably because of your current financial situation. And a common pattern of coaches is that they let their current financial situation dictate what they can charge others. Because if $500 is a lot of money to you, you feel like it's a lot of money to everyone else, when in reality, it's not. It's not. When you find somebody who wants the results that you can help them achieve, well, that's how you do it. So let's keep going here. And if you hear some background noise, yes, I live in a beautiful community in San Diego, and outside people are doing the lawn and mowing and things like that. So I hope you don't hear it, and I hope it's not too distracting, but I'm going to continue on this training since we're this far in. All right, question number 8. What are the current supply in the form of coaching products and programs for people experiencing this problem and pattern? Basically, what is available? What products are out there? What services are out there? The reason why it's important for you to understand this and actually spend time Googling it is because you may find someone who has already created what you want to create. And that's not supposed to discourage you from creating your own product. What it's supposed to do is to show you this is how they did it, and this is what they set up to be successful. Because you can easily pick out who's a successful coach online, right? By looking at their website, by seeing their testimonials, by seeing how much they charge, you can see who's successful. So one of the things that I do is if I create a program, what I'll do is I'll Google and find other programs that are like mine. And I'll see what's great about those programs, and I'll clue that in mine. I'll see what's poor about those programs and what needs to be added, and I'll add that to mine. I'll look at how they position the problem. I'll look at how they talk about the painful cascade, and I'll see all this stuff out there because I've got to think, listen, I don't want to join a red ocean. I want to find a blue ocean. And this is a marketing metaphor, right? A red ocean filled with sharks who are feeding, right? There's a lot of blood in the water. It's a red ocean. You don't want to go into that because all the food has been eaten there, right? Where if you go into a blue ocean where there aren't any other sharks, then you can differentiate yourself and have an entirely new market that only wants to learn from you. Okay, so go ahead and Google right now and look for the current supply in the form of products and programs and things like that. And here's the other thing. If you find influencers and people that are doing events on your topic, that are launching products or programs, well, that could be a potential joint venture relationship. Could be a potential affiliate relationship. This is a very advanced strategy for coaches, but one way that I've built my coaching business is that I've partnered with people that had audiences similar to my tribe, right? People who serve business, health, and life coaches and consultants and network marketers. And I said, hey, what I'd love to do is I'd love if you'd be open to promote my Earn 10K coaching course, and anyone who buys the program in your tribe, I'll give you a certain percentage of affiliate commission. So maybe we do a 60% 40 split or a 50-50 split, and we incentivize them to promote it to their audience because I know their audience is really, they're just like my audience, okay? Number 9, what is the current demand? Meaning people who are looking for solutions. This is really important, okay? I don't care how passionate you may be about underwater basket weaving, but if you built an entire coaching program and you spent hundreds of thousands of dollars like I did in my personal growth, and you found that there was zero demand for underwater basket weaving coaching, then you will have wasted tons of money and tons of time. So make sure to ensure and research and find that there's current demand out there, okay? I'm not teaching people how to leverage MySpace as a social media platform to market a message. Why? Because MySpace is a dinosaur, right? It no longer is something that people use. So if I create an entire coaching program on how to get clients through MySpace, well, guess what? How many people do you think would buy? Zero, right? So you've got to make sure that there's demand. So that was section number 1. We identified high level who your tribe is and what their pain and problems are, okay? Let's go to section number 2. Section number 2 is narrowing that focus. Like I said, we're taking the top of the funnel and we're bringing it down until your ideal client comes out the bottom. So question number 1 of section 2 is, who are the people that you feel the deepest desire to serve? This is why I said, don't just choose a tribe that you know you can make money off of. Because I want you, listen, building a coaching business is not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the lazy. You've probably heard me say that before. So there are going to be moments where you may even want to quit. And the thing that kept me from quitting when I was struggling financially, when I was having technology issues with building my systems, was the fact that I was so committed to serving these people, that it was my purpose in life, that I was willing to do anything, that I'd be willing to do it for free if I had to, for the rest of my life. That's when I stayed committed. That's when I pushed through those obstacles. So who are the people in your life that you have the deepest desire to serve? Maybe you went through a traumatic event like a divorce. Okay, maybe you feel called to help other men and women who have gone through divorce. Maybe you've overcome PTSD or depression and you want to help others overcome that. Maybe you've transformed your body and you want to help women who have this story that no matter what they do, they're never going to get fit, and you really want to inspire those women and motivate them and actually get them results. Who are the people that you have the deepest desire to serve? Stop this video right now and write that down. Yep, you too. You who's watching this, go ahead and stop the video and write that down. Okay. Question number 2. Do these people currently experience a problem that you want to solve? Okay. Those are 2 different things. Who are the people and what is the problem, right? Who are the people you want to serve and what is the problem that you want to solve? Write that down. Who are the people you want to serve and what is the problem you want to solve for those people? If you pick people that don't want to solve that problem or aren't experiencing that problem, then you're going to have a disconnect and you're going to struggle. Okay? So really, really important. I have an entire brand, right, called the Fearless Life. I have a mastermind that I lead called Fearless Life Academy. I have an event, a 3-day event that I lead called the Fearless Life Experience, where I take really high-performing, elite-performing entrepreneurs through the experience of conquering fear. Well, guess what? The people that are earning 7, 8, 9, 10 figures, millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, they don't consider themselves experiencing fear. And this was a huge lesson of mine. So the problem is, having the fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of rejection stopping you from sharing your message. That may be something that you have who's a coach watching this. But the entrepreneurs who built huge empires, they don't identify with fear. So what happened is I wanted to serve these high-level, elite-performing entrepreneurs, but they weren't experiencing the problem I was telling them I was going to solve. So when I started my event, I had a lot of struggle around filling it because I wasn't matching the message with the market. So what did I do? I shifted focus. I worked more with coaches like you. And so that's why when I take people through my Fearless Life experience, it's 80%, 90% coaches, because coaches like you may have the fear of sharing your message, the fear of being judged or rejected by your family, the fear of failing. Well, until you overcome those fears, you're going to be stuck and you're never going to make the impact or earn the income that you desire. So because I connected those 2, I found the problem and I match it with the right person of who I know I can serve, I'm creating massive value at that. And if you're interested in that, go to www.fearlesslifeexperience.com. It is one of the most life-changing events you'll ever go to. It's my purpose in life. I take people through the experience of surfing and hang gliding and doing intense fitness, and we break through all the fears and all the doubts and all the limiting beliefs that are going on in their life. So if that sounds like something that you want to check out, go to fearlesslifeexperience.com and fill out an application. It's limited to 10 people. And once you apply, you'll be directed to my calendar and we can have an interview call to see if you're a fit. So that was an absolute shameful plug that I did in that event. But I wanted to share that of making sure that you know that the people that you feel called to serve, they have and are experiencing this problem that you can help solve. Okay? Do these people currently invest in products and programs? Well, guess what? That's a really important question to ask. Why? Because it's really hard to sell to broke people. All right. And I don't say that to be disrespectful. You may be struggling financially. And I was struggling financially when I was building my business. And selling to people who have no money is really, really hard. And I know there's probably people that you want to give back to and they don't have the resources. And I want you to do that at a certain time. And when you're building a coaching business and you have to find a way to make money to pay rent at the end of the month, consider choosing a demographic of people that are already investing in products and programs to solve these problems. Okay? Super important. If they aren't willing to invest, then you will spend months and who knows how long and how much money into something that just people won't pay for. And you will struggle as a result. Okay? Question 4, why do you, it's missing the word you there. Why do you have a passion for these people and this problem? Why is that important to you? Well, think about this. If somebody asks you why you do what you do, isn't it important to understand how to clarify why you're passionate about it? You know what? I'm going to share this with you right now. I was going to wait until the end, but guess what? I'm going to reward you for watching this far in this module and give you the golden nugget. If you still feel at this point that you don't know who your tribe is and who your target client is, well, here's the thing that within 3 seconds, you'll know exactly who they are. Your tribe is you. Yes, your tribe is you. What I mean by that is that your tribe are people that are in the exact spot that you once were 1 year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And I say this because you only want to offer coaching on something that you have already achieved or mastered yourself. If you don't do that, you will be completely out of integrity. You will be incongruent and the market will find out. So where in your life have you gone from your metaphorical prison to your metaphorical paradise? Okay? When you're in that paradise, and you are in a paradise today, if you're watching this, you are in a paradise in some area of your life. And there are people that are in the prison currently that you once were in. Those are your clients because they're younger versions of you. And I don't mean younger as in age. I mean younger as in less life experience and being challenged with that. Yes, now you can hear more yard work in the background. Apologize for that, but we're moving forward with this module. Okay, so why did I give you that nugget? Because for you to answer, why do you have a passion for these people and problem? The answer should be because you were once that person. The reason why I feel so called to coach coaches and consultants and network marketers is because I am you. I am you. I am just a more experienced version of you. I have studied and mastered marketing and sales and systems. And so I know exactly where you're at because I was there. That is the fastest and simplest way to define your tribe. And you can be so clear because you've gone through the challenges, you've gone through the breakdowns, you know the dreams, the desires, the wishes, the hopes, the fears of these people because these people are you. If all you did was watch that last 2 minutes of this video and go implement that, you would 10 times your business. Go serve the people that are you because you know the challenges, you know the solutions, you know the path. And if you don't know the path yet, then go invest in that area of your life so that you can cross that path. Right? You heard me share in the last video that when I launched Earn 1K Coaching, I hadn't even earned $1,000 coaching, $1,000 as a coach myself. And so I did that for about a month and I felt massively out of integrity. So what did I do? Well, I hired a mentor for $20,000 and I attended that event and I mastered these skill sets and I started making a lot of money. And then once I did that, I could go teach coaches how to earn their first $1,000. That's why I can teach you how to earn your first $10,000 because I've done that. And if you are someone who's elite and you're already making $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, but you want to make six figures, guess what? I can serve you in that too in my Earn 100K Coaching Apprenticeship Program. So why? Because I've done that. Now, am I going to serve you in making your first million? No. At the time of this video, I have not earned $1 million in 12 months in my coaching business. So me marketing that may get more opt-ins and may get more clients and may get more lead, all those things, but I'd be lying to you. So I'm just coaching you right now in this video because you are me. I am you. Like I am just a more experienced and a little advanced version of you in this area of your life. And again, I'm sure you're very more advanced than me in many other areas of my life. So, okay, I hope that was valuable. 5, what experience do you have directly in your own life with this problem, these people? See, that's why I said coach the people that are you, because you need to talk about the experience that you have directly. The reason why I built a whole movement around people conquering fear is because my entire life was consumed by fear. Okay. I did it for me. I didn't do it for my clients. I didn't do it for my audience on social media. I did it for me because I was frozen. I was stuck. And I went on this journey. I hired mentors. I attended courses. I read books. I did all these things to understand and experience and overcome fear. And through that, I discovered a path. I discovered a system, a way of doing that. And that's why I helped so many people like you transform your relationship with fear so that it never stops you again. But guess what? How am I able to do that? Because I have the experience. So what experience do you directly have in your own life with this problem and with these people? Man, this is good, I have to say. Okay, 6, when I am in the experience of studying, preparing, creating, and coaching on this topic, does it excite me and inspire me? Okay, so when you are studying, when you are preparing, when you are creating, when you are coaching, does it excite you and inspire you? If the answer is no, then I would suggest picking something else. I could teach somebody investment banking. I could coach, aspiring investment bankers how to go from, undergraduate school to land an investment banking job where you're working, making multiple six figures. Why? Because I've done that. Does that inspire me? Does that excite me? Absolutely not. I quit that career because I was miserable. So I could serve, investment bankers on how to find a more purpose-driven life and how to infuse their life with fulfillment and happiness. That excites me. But I don't want to teach them how to crunch numbers in Excel behind a computer. So are you excited about this? If the answer is not hell yes, then choose something else. Because if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. It's a little paradigm that I have. If it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no, right? When you find a mentor, I always say to people when I'm on a coaching call, listen, if I'm not a hell yes to you right now, then it's a hell no. I don't want you to think about it or be in the maybe zone because that's just going to be a disservice to both of us. So if you see value in this, then let's move forward. If it's not a hell yes, then it's a hell no, and I'm okay with it, and I'm not attached to that outcome. So do you feel excited about this? We go on to question 7. What are the feelings, thoughts, and ideas that you gain while serving these people and solving these problems? What are the feelings, thoughts, and ideas? This is important to just really dive deeper into why you're excited. What is it about them that excites you? What is it about them that inspires you? Does it infuse your life with more creativity? Does it align with your heart and your purpose? Does it feel like you're giving back to people who have given to you? What is it specifically there? 8 is what can you see at this point as a possible solution for these people and their problem? Okay, really, really important. What can you see as the possible solution, right? You're selling solutions here. You're selling results. So if you know their problem, that's great. But what about the solution that they want? And can you help them get that? Go ahead and answer those questions right now. Okay. Now that you went from section 1, which is identify, to section 2, which is narrowed down, we're going to go ahead and select. Okay. So again, which of the primary 3 dimensions is your focus? Go ahead now and choose health, wealth, or relationships, or physical, social, or financial. Choose one of those primary categories. Then, which of the niches are you going to focus on in that? So for example, if you're doing the physical, right, are you going to be focusing on health and nutrition? Or are you going to be focusing on fitness? Okay. In the social, are you going to be focusing on relationships, like love relationships, where it could be marriage, it could be boyfriend, girlfriend, could be partnership. It could be a relationship with your kids. Maybe you want to be a parenting coach and you want to coach parents on how to parent their children better. It could be dating, right? We talked about there earlier. Maybe you're teaching men how to become more attractive versions of themselves and find the woman of their dreams, or women, finding the man of their dreams. Financial. Do you want to coach them on money or on business? Those are 2 very different things, right? Money or business. Money is like how to make more money. Business is how to grow a business. Those are 2 very different skill sets. The cause is growing a business. The effect is making more money, right? And if you think about money, you can focus on money that's completely not irrelevant, but different from business. So for example, investing. Maybe you've had a 20% return in the stock market over the last 20 years. Well, that's very rare. That's like Warren Buffett status. So if you've done that, then maybe you could teach people like Phil Town. Phil Town wrote a book called Rule Number 1 Investing. I met him recently at an event. We became friends. I went to his event. He teaches people long-term value investing, just like Warren Buffett. But because of his success with his investments, with his hedge fund, he now teaches other people how to invest like him. And he has events and he has coaching programs and he has all these different things. So that's an element of financial coaching. Okay. Now, once you've picked your niche, let's go even more detailed into sub-niche. Okay, so let's say health and fitness, for example. Look at all the different sub-niches here, and there's so many more than this, way more, but these are just a few. Natural weight loss, stress, muscle gain, right? If you're coaching men on health and fitness, generally, some men want to add more muscle, right? Low impact, high impact exercise, fat loss, organic food, natural healing, wellness, disease management. There's so many things. So if you're a coach, then consider choosing that niche. 2 of my coaching clients right now, one is a wedding fitness coach. So see how that's a niche. She not only is just doing health and wellness, she's doing fitness for women preparing for their wedding and getting them, she calls it wedding fit forever. Okay, she's getting them wedding fit forever, not just for the time of their wedding, but for the rest of their life, they're going to be able to fit in that wedding dress. Okay, that's a very sub-niche specific target. Another coaching client of mine is helping women overcome their eating disorders. Okay, they have a poor relationship with food. They do a lot of emotional eating. So she helps them in that, and that can be something that you want to focus on. And listen, if you're a Beachbody coach or an Isogenics, or you do some MLM, think about how the products and services that you sell can be expanded upon with your coaching. See, you may be only offering a Insanity or a P90X program, right? Those are Beachbody programs, but you could be giving health and fitness coaching above and beyond that. And instead of charging $100 for a program, you can charge $500 a month for your coaching. I know that was pretty advanced. We'll talk more about that on module number 4, okay, of the training. Social, relationships, and dating. So look at all the ones here. We've got dating, relationships, marriage, sexuality, conflict, divorce, body language, parenting, education. So many sub-niches to relationships and dating. But if you're in that area, get even more laser focus on what specifically you address in there. And then financial, again, business and money, right? You can do real estate, stock, currency investing, just like I was sharing the story of Phil Town, personal investing, estate planning, retirement planning, debt management, starting a business, making money, marking money. That's a spelling error there. Marketing, sales, and systems, right? That's actually what I'm helping with you. I'm helping you and I'm teaching you as a coach marketing, sales, and systems, how to market your message effectively, how to master the enrollment conversation, and how to automate and systematize your business so that you scale it and it grows beyond you, so that you break that time for money trap and you make money when you sleep. It's such a, that's a term that gets so butchered nowadays, but it was pretty cool. I woke up this morning and I had 3 people buy the Earn 10K coaching course. Not too bad. That was making money while I slept. Time management, absolutely. You can add so much value helping people with productivity, especially in this age of distraction with these. As I look for my phone, I intelligently put it in another room. But if you want to help people get clear on their vision and focus better and be more productive, that's absolutely a niche that you can help people on. So section number 4, the final section of this training video, is to confirm what you've clarified. So number 1 is what is being bought and where. Okay. What is being bought and where? Meaning, now that you know who you're serving and what problem you're helping them with and what results you're helping them achieve, go do some research right now online and find what's being bought and where it's being bought. Is it being bought on podcasts, in books? Is it being bought at events? Where are the products that are solving your target client's problem? Where are they being bought? Who is buying? Who is buying what from whom? Okay, that's also important for you to clarify. Who is buying what from whom? What are you going to sell these people? Okay, why do customers buy the way they do? That's a very important question. Okay, for example, for me, when I launched my Earn 10K coaching course that you invested in, I was struggling because I was selling what I thought people needed. Okay, I was selling what I knew people needed. The problem was that they don't buy what they need, they buy what they want. Okay, let me say that again. People do not buy what they need, they buy what they want. So your job as a coach is to market to people what they want and then give them what they need. I'm not discouraging you from giving them what they need. If you don't do that, that's a disservice, right? But you've got to market to them and position it in a way that they want it. Okay. I have a coaching client right now who she wants to help people. Her brand is called Law of Attraction in Action, right? How to actually implement and take action towards, with the law of attraction. And I go, this is a great idea and concept, but people don't care about the law of attraction in action. What they care about is the results that they are achieving by putting the law of attraction in action. Okay, so what results do your clients want? That's the question. Why do your customers buy the way they do? How do these components predict future purchasing behavior? This is some advanced questions. You don't have to go in depth on these questions. If you've already answered the questions before, you are clearer than 99% of coaches out there. But if you want to go more advanced, think about how you can predict future buying behavior. So for example, right, somebody who opts into my funnel, which you may have, you downloaded the high converting sales script. And if you don't have that yet, you get that in module number 4 of this course. Okay. And I had somebody last week get their first $12,000 and $16,000 coaching client from it. And then another client got their first $6,000 coaching client. So it works, right? Now I give that away for free. Because I over-deliver on that. They want to go through, just like you probably got so much value from it, you decided to come through the Earn 10K coaching course. And guess what? If I over-deliver on this, then I'm sure as heck going to invite you to consider applying for my Earn 100K coaching apprenticeship program, where I coach you powerfully one-on-one in reaching 6 figures in your coaching business. Okay, that's not for everyone. It may not be for you. We'll talk a little bit about that at the end of this video, but if you feel called, we should probably have a conversation about that. So knowing all of that, there's an ascension to what you're offering. Over time, you're going to have multiple products and multiple services. Right now, you probably just have one, which is one-on-one coaching. And I recommend starting there. But eventually, you're going to have a book, you're going to have an event, you're going to have a membership site, you're going to have all these different things, a home study course just like this. And you've got to make sure to have a strategic plan for taking people through the purchasing ascension model, okay? What influences customers to buy? Marketing, promotion, advertising. Okay, so think about that. What would influence your people? Well, social proof is a big one, right? When I sold this course before it was created, I had no social proof. So what did I do? I packaged the course for $497. I said, listen, this course is normally going to be $1,000, which it is. And I said, and you may have gotten a discount watching this. It's normally going to be $1,000, but because it's the first time I'm launching the course, I'm going to offer a beta version for $497, and it'll be a group coaching program for 6 weeks. I got, I don't know, I think I had 8 people signed up for that at $500, so that's $4,000, and I got paid $4,000 to create a course. Right? This course is the recording of that, which is pretty incredible. So, I share that because I am advising you, to figure out what influences your customers. Through coaching people in that beta, I understood what their challenges were, what their goals were, and I wrote that in the sales copy, which probably enrolled you into this course. And then some of you maybe bought months ago or years ago, and it was before I had social proof. And then now if you look at the Earn 10K Coaching sales page, there's screenshots of Facebook messages that I've gotten, videos of people raving about the results that they got. That's selling the course much more. So what influences your customers to buy? What creates customer satisfaction? Really important philosophy here. Always, 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 especially when you're starting, under promise and over deliver. I want you to under promise and over deliver results. Okay, if you're not doing that, then it's a disservice to your clients. Once you start over delivering, then you're going to get referrals, and you're going to make a lot more money and impact many more lives. What brands are customers, prospects aware of? Meaning, what other brands are they aware of in the marketplace? So like for me, if I'm helping people conquer their fears, well, one of the biggest brands that does that is Tony Robbins, right? He's got his Unleash the Power Within event, which I've gone to, and it's remarkable. That's a brand. So what do I need to do? Well, I need to be able to position myself as an authority and get enough social proof. So someone who lands on my event page goes, do I go to Tony's event or do I go to Peter Scott's event? That's a big, big, big thing to overcome, right? And I always position it differently. I go, listen, go to Tony's event and you can be one in a sea of 10,000 people in a convention center. Or you can come to my experience and work with me one-on-one in a hand-selected group of 10 elite performing entrepreneurs. Which one do you want, right? So what other brands are out there? What media advertising reaches customers the best? This changes all the time. At the time of this video right now, I believe that Facebook groups, private Facebook groups, and creating content inside of those private Facebook groups like Facebook Live videos are incredibly important. Now, you may be watching this and Facebook may no longer even be around. Who knows? The mediums change, okay? So my recommendation would be study 1 and 2 of them and commit to mastering 1. Mine is Facebook. I absolutely create content on Instagram. I've got about 5,000 followers, I think, on Instagram. I've got about 10,000 on Facebook. So choose one and master that, and then look at doing the other ones. And when you're starting, you have to do all this yourself. Eventually, you're going to pay a team, and they're going to do all your social media. Right now, I do run paid Facebook traffic. That's probably how you came across this course, is you saw an ad, and that led you to a sales script, and then that led you to the course, and now you're in the Earn 100K Coaching Facebook group. But I have a team that I pay to do all of that, for the ads. What is the price that customers are willing to pay? Really important, right? If you want to work with 5 people paying you $2,000 a month and make $10K a month, $120,000 a year, well, you better believe that the people you serve and the problem they have the capacity and ability to invest $2,000 a month. Okay? If they don't, then you've got to shift things. And it doesn't mean they have to have the money. Okay. When I hired my first coach, I invested $20,000 of money that I did not have. It doesn't matter how many resources your customers have or don't have. What matters is, are they willing to become resourceful when they see value and know that you can help them get results, and they become resourceful and create the money. Okay. What is the price that they're able to pay? And the final question is, what are the forecasted marketing trends? Okay, what are the forecasted marketing trends? Now, why is that important? Well, because like I said, you may find that some system that you mastered today is obsolete in 6 months from now, right? back in, I think it was 2009, Google, all these people were doing paid traffic on Google and pay-per-click, and they had the Google slap, which was a term where people would lost all their traffic overnight, and their ad spend skyrocketed 3 times, and their business is completely bankrupted and evaporated within days. So just be aware of what the future marketing trends are. One of the best ways to do that is to be a part of a mastermind and have a coach who has access to that information, right? And so that's something that if you're considering and you feel like you need that, if you're really wanting to build a coaching empire, right? This is an empire. Not many of you are going to want to do this, but if you want to, then I would consider scheduling a call with me about the Earn 100K Coaching Apprenticeship Program, because that's where I coach and serve you one-on-one, and I help you master the skill sets to get the results of you earning your first six figures, your first $100,000 and beyond in your coaching business. And that's where you get advanced access to my knowledge around the marketing trends, around what's changing in social media, around all of that stuff. I'll give you guys as much as I can here in the Earn 10K coaching course, but if you really want to accelerate your growth and you have the capacity to do that, then go to earn100kcoaching.com. That's earn100kcoaching.com. Fill out an application, and then once you complete that application, you'll schedule a call with me. We'll hop on the phone, and I'll serve you powerfully no matter what. I'll create massive value for you on that call. If I feel like I can serve you further, then I'll invite you to take the next step, and if not, at least I can share some resources with you. So that is the completion of module number 2 of the Earn 10K coaching program. I want to congratulate you and acknowledge you, because if you've watched this far, then I am very confident that you're going to complete this entire program, because 90% of people who start a program or buy a program don't even start it. So there's only 10% of people that went through and started module number 1. If you've made it here, it's a very high probability you're going to complete through the rest, and you're going to get massive results in your coaching business. So thank you for trusting me. Thank you for any questions that you have. What I want you to do is this. Go inside the Earn 100K Coaching Facebook group. If you're not in that yet for any reason, just go to Facebook and search Earn 100K Coaching. If you have any questions about this module or about what you're working on, post your questions in there, because instead of you privately emailing me and me responding and only you benefiting, I want the entire tribe of Earn 10K Coaching members to get access to that answer that I give you, okay? And I appreciate you. Next module, we are going to dive deep into social media marketing. Yes, this is teaching you how to find your tribe online, how to market to them effectively and strategically without having to pay for advertising. We are not discussing paid advertising. I didn't do paid advertising the first 2 years of my coaching business, and I earned easily 6 figures in my business. So you do not need to do that. If you're able to do that, then you can absolutely accelerate your results. However, you're going to have to spend money. But we're going to talk about how to market on social media organically without paying for advertising, and how to really get people raising their hands and messaging you and filling out applications and showing up on strategy sessions so that you can enroll more clients. This is Peter Scott reminding you to be here, act now, and fear less.